and we have a ginormous trade to report to you. Milwaukee, Henson. He is going to Cleveland, and Dellavedova is returning to Cleveland.
Coming home.
Griff, go ahead, sing the song. We've heard that one time before when a player makes his triumphant return to Cleveland. They say it's the prodigal son coming home.
George Hill and Decker going to Milwaukee too, huh?
Interesting deal. Game time is on your screen, and now you're rocking with the best. Ro Parrish running point, and two legends next to me. No elevation needed for the spectacular Steve Smith champion.
Oh, I appreciate that intro.
Oh, of course. And, of course, the man who's 10 times out of 10 the smartest man in the room, David Griffin, entering as well.
He thinks I'm in different rooms than I'm
already in. We're sitting in the makeup room. Yeah, we do wear makeup. Sorry to alert you. That's breaking news.
I'm just playing.
But the tweet comes down. This trade comes out. Milwaukee, Cleveland. Griff, I'll start with you. What are your initial thoughts when you see this move?
On the makeup room or no?
On the actual trade.
So I look at this as a good deal for both teams. They're both going to achieve what it is they're setting out to do. Cleveland looking to use next year's cap space to gain assets. They would be back in asset accumulation mode. We've done that before there. And they're brokering contracts that are very team friendly to do that. So by doing what they're doing and moving George Hill is only guaranteed $1 million on a $19 million number next year. So Milwaukee will be able to save almost $18 million in the transaction. And for a team that was where they were relative to the cap and the tax, this sets up being able to both pay their own guys, but maybe have a little bit of room to augment the group moving forward. So I think it is worth the picks they're giving up. Again, a lot of that depends on the pick protection and how it really shakes out. But Milwaukee has a window here that they're trying to capitalize on, and it makes a lot of sense for them to put themselves in position to do something to add to the group and keep the group together next year.
And I totally agree, Griff. And Griff talked about all the financials for both teams, and I totally agree with him. And then on paper, he said it best. This window for the Milwaukee Bucks, you bring in a George Hill. I'm a Dellavedova fan, but you look at George Hill, what he brings to the table, and also Sam Decker playing alongside Giannis. You need shooters, and Sam Decker's a guy that can spread the court. George Hill's a veteran, been around just like Delly, but I think he shoots it a little bit better than Delly on a standstill. So I think Milwaukee achieved what they wanted, and this should be interesting how they fit in. And George Hill, I think, is going to be very interesting, his mindset, because he will be coming off the bench, in my opinion, I think. How will he take that, and will he accept his role? And I think Sam Decker's will be a great role for him.
And how healthy is he, too?
Yes.
Because a healthy George Hill is a really, really good fit for what Milwaukee's doing, because he can both space the court and create a little bit off the dribble when he's right physically, and they really do need somebody else who can create some penetration.
I mean, just looking at this trade on paper, it looks like both teams appear to come out victorious. I mean, do you agree or disagree so far?
Yeah, I mean, I would think they do. A lot of it just depends on, again, the quality of the pick that you end up getting back, and that's all based on something that happens in the future. What I really like about it from Cleveland's perspective, and again, this is something that has been an ongoing theme there, when they're receiving the pick, they're putting it out further into the future, because what they're trying to do is bank on whether or not Giannis and Middleton and that group stay together in Milwaukee. If the pick isn't realized until after they leave, that's a potentially really good pick. So if Milwaukee isn't able to keep Giannis deep into the future, now you've got a much more valuable asset.
So you just saw George Hill on the screen right there. Obviously, he won't be playing that. That footage was just taken moments ago. He probably got the news, so he's probably going to be exiting Cleveland. Still has on the team attire, though. Look nice.
No one will ever mistreat a player more than I did Dion Waiters when we traded him. Dion was from Philly, born and raised, Philly's own. He's getting ready to walk onto the floor. He's already been announced as a starter. And we made the deal. Raja Bell, who was with us at the time as an assistant general manager, Raja had to go tell Dion he was not starting at home.
Ouch.
Well, that's a tough one.
So I don't ever get to judge any of these things ever.
I have a few of mine, too. I have to share
You have an airplane store. We'll talk about that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do.